Hello everyone and welcome back to the Matthew Otten Art channel. I'm back with another tiny painting video here, another ACEO, art cards, editions and originals, that stands for trading cards really, that artists produce for people to be able to collect their work at an affordable rate. Those of you who watched the last video will know that I did a rowing boat from above, and I did that in response to a Patreon fortnightly art challenge topic, which was boats. I also did it during the drink and draw. So because I felt a bit guilty for killing two birds with one stone, I thought I would do another official painting for the boats fortnightly art challenge, and then the other one would count as my Patreon offering for the drink and draw. So here I am again with gouache, a small piece of Daler-Rowney aquarelle watercolour paper. You can see that I've drawn out, using a mechanical pencil, fine point mechanical pencil, the solitary rowing boat that's tethered with a rope in gently rippled water. I've then done a wash, sort of a graduated wash, it's slightly darker at the top than at the bottom, of grey using a large Derwent waterfill brush, and now I'm using the very finest Derwent waterfill brush that I've got to do some of the detail on the boat. The last video was the boat from above, and that made it a bit easier in a way, in that boats are quite complicated things to draw. I find the angles on them and the fact that nothing's parallel on them as well. So the planks that the boat is made up of, a rowing boat, they're all sort of bent and they're not parallel. But here's me having a go. One thing about these ACEO studies is it's a good way of studying objects that you're not familiar with painting without investing too much time in it. I think I've sort of successfully got the shape of the boat, and that was done by accurate drawing to start with, and now I'm trying to indicate those planks, individual planks that the boat is made up of, and you can see that they're sort of bend and curved, and they're not necessarily parallel to each other. It's quite a weathered old boat. I'm trying to indicate sort of the worn paint on that side there, but also to sort of darken down that right hand side of the boat as well, because the light is coming from the left of this reference photo that I picked. Now I'm trying to put the actual rope on and the reflections of that rope in the water. And now just trying to indicate some of the ripples in the water itself, because it's not perfectly still on the reference. So I'm adding slightly darker ripple horizontal marks here and getting smaller towards the back to indicate the perspective. This one took about 40 minutes to complete, I think, and overall again I'm quite pleased with it. It's not quite as good as the previous one in my view, but that's it, finished. Just adding some more ripples. Well, this is the finished painting. As I said, quite pleased with it overall. I think I've managed to get that awkward bend of the rowing boat in perspective. Quite pleased with the rope and the reflection of that rope. And yeah, quite another nice picture, I think, really. It will be for sale on eBay. I'll put the link to eBay so that you can see the little ACEOs that I'm trying to sell on there at the moment, if you're interested in purchasing any. It's an affordable way of collecting and supporting collecting art and supporting the artists that create it. And it also means that, of course, you can display it even if you've not got space particularly to display it. in your house. I've started a collection of my own, and it's a growing collection. I've now got 20 little ACEO original art pieces in an album that I bought to collect them in one place. So I can highly recommend it as a sort of hobby, collecting other people's artwork, really. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, then do subscribe as always. You'll be notified then of new videos that I create going forwards, and it will also support the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.